that's my first original truck, and I still have it to this day, and that's the only truck I would not get rid of. I know there's another OG that a lot of people know, and they when I sold that one, a lot of people thought that was my first truck, and they're like, how did that not hurt you? It did hurt me, but like that wasn't really my first truck. It was my first truck that took all my money, that got me laid. Nah, just kidding. But
Yo, what's up, you guys? Your boy Richie back at it with another episode of Platicuhh. Go, Richie.
And yeah, but y'all already knew that.
And today, man, we got my boy JerryTweek in the motherfucking building, man.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah.
Give him a little round of applause.
Give him a nice little round of applause, my boy. The little snaps and shit. I don't want the mic to fuck up.
Facts.
All right, man. So first of all, dude, I just want to say thank you for pulling up, dude. I'm a big fan of you, dog.
Yeah, likewise.
No homo shit, dog. I'm a big fan. I've been watching you for like since you were coming up, dude, like 2 years ago.
2 years, yeah.
Hell yeah, no, thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Yes,
My
sir.
pleasure being out here. I feel like I'm at Pepe office.
Yeah, the better version. Nah, fuck with you. Shout out Pepe Garza. Nah, but so I just want to say, dude, I've been watching you since that Junior H vlog, dog.
Oh, Junior H vlog.
Yeah, is that the video that really like took off for you?
Oh yeah, that was one of them. And shout out to my boy Javi for having us there. But yeah, that was one of the first, I guess, top 3 videos that did really good. Yeah, that one helped out my channel a lot.
Damn.
Yes, sir. Sheesh. And shit. That was, what was it? Una Chena 90?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was like back in the days. That was like when the whole like Tacuache movement was getting started.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, you could say you're like one of the OGs for like that whole Tacuache.
Yeah. Honestly, at first I didn't know how I felt about that song, but then later it's just I kind of started like digging it. I was like, yeah, that shit's dope.
Were you in there like, damn, this shit's hard, or you were just there like, whatever?
No, at first, honestly, there I wasn't really there like to focus on the song. I was there more like nervous, like worrying about the truck and stuff. You know, like I couldn't believe I was just there, but I wasn't too much focused on the song. But then later, I was just like, damn, like this shit was sick.
Yeah.
Were you?
And I didn't even know that video was gonna do so good either. It's just that was just like something I recorded just like that. Saliera como saliera, and did pretty good.
Were you tripping about the dude like leaning on your truck?
Nah, I didn't really care about that, especially because of it's just like I know I kind of like since they're a little bit out there. I just thought like I wouldn't mind them doing that. Yeah, and then I think there's one in the video where I think it was Yaciel. I think he opened the door or Junior, and then but without my permission, and then they saw I was recording and they looked at me, and then from there he saw me and he looked down and he just closed it. Yeah, but I think it was him or it was Junior, one of them. I forgot.
Yeah, that shit was awkward, huh?
Yeah, shit was awkward, but they probably thought that I got mad, but like I was just low key, I was just there like, hell yeah, open it more and shit. But they probably thought that I got mad.
That's funny as fuck. All right, bro. So, how old are you?
I'm 23.
23.
Yeah, I'm a February baby.
Still pretty young.
What about you guys? How old are you guys?
Now I forgot how old I am. 19, dog.
Oh, 19.
I'm 19. I'm about to turn 20 in September, dog. Next month.
And I'm 20. I'm gonna turn 21 next month.
Neta?
Yes, sir.
I don't even fucking know.
I
don't even know how old this Yayo is. What the fuck?
And where you from?
I was born right there.
What the fuck?
What?
I was born in Santa Ana, California, in Orange County.
What the fuck is that?
Alright, so we're back after a short commercial break. But so I guess let's just talk about your YouTube career, stuff like that. So how and when did you start like, really doing YouTube?
So I started exactly in 2010. And honestly I have such a bad memory, but the only reason why I remember this is because I could go back to my channel, it's still there. I could go back and it tells me the exact day. Otherwise I wouldn't remember what year I started, but yeah, 2010. It's not the same channel that I have now, because when I was a little kid, I used to like suck at remembering my password. So I used to always like make a bunch of accounts. So I can't like officially log into that account because, like I said, I can't remember the password. But the video is still out there on YouTube. But it says 2010 is when I uploaded it, and it was a BB gun war video.
And it's still up now?
Yeah, it's still up now.
So you're telling me I could go search it up and look for it?
Yeah. But I guarantee you're not going to find it unless I give you the name. But but you know what?
We going to find it.
No, but there's something like, I forgot what the fuck I was going to say.
Shit. The modelos kicking in.
You know what? For that being my first video, no, I think maybe, to be honest, that's where I got motivation that maybe YouTube would work out for me one day, because that was my first video, and I was like 12 years old when I posted that, and I got that video still has to this day like 65K views.
65K?
Yeah, I mean, to me now it's not really too much. I could do better. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
No, but think about it. 2010, I'm 12 years old, and 65K views. I was just like, wow, you know.
Oh hell yeah. Dude.
So yeah, but
so that 65K was like, man, like.
yeah,
this is for me, dog.
to me that was like in the millions. I was like, damn, I'm famous.
Yeah.
Nah, but I didn't really think of much of it. Yeah, but back in the day, it was a little bit harder to make YouTube your job. Yeah, like there wasn't too many YouTubers. There wasn't like honestly, I only did it because for entertainment and for fun. I didn't know that YouTube even paid at the time. Like I was 12, I didn't even care about money at the time. You know, like I didn't. So yeah, but I mean, it's crazy. I just remember going to the swap meet with my parents, and I mean, just I was a little kid, and then I used to just tell them to buy me BB guns, and then I have another cousin now. It's pretty cool. He's in the truck scene now because of me too. Like basically everything I would do, he would like want to follow my steps. So like back in the day, like I had the BB guns. I kind of like brought him into like BB guns too. And then every time he would come to visit, like that's what we would do for entertainment. We would just be like, oh, let's shoot each other. And we would just shoot each other.
So you were always into trucks, or what got you into like trucks?
What got me into trucks was I was always into them just because of my dad. He used to have one. He used to have an older truck, an OBS. Yeah. But back in the day, it was the little style of the Chalino Sanchez era where they put those big ass spoiler wings with the little rims, you know, with the fat tires, and then the body kit. Yeah. And basically the trucks look low, but they were stock high, but they look lower because of the body kit, you know. So my dad had one of those, and then he thought he was a shit.
And he was a shit.
Yeah, I guess he was a shit. And he used to just go around in there, and then he would just, that was our car. Yeah, that was our car. But then from there, it just started getting him into trouble. And then it's funny though, because he had a big ass subwoofer, a system in the back. But for those you know how like for those trucks you're supposed to put it like under because it was an extended cab, so you put like a custom box under. Yeah. And then so you could sit in the back. Nah, my dad had that shit like it was a big ass 212s or 15s. So he had it in the back seat and it took up 2 seats. So me and my sister used to have to squeeze into one seat, and then the box was right next to us. Damn. So we were just deaf in the back seat, and my mom and my dad were cruising in the front.
And you say you guys don't have it anymore?
No, sadly we don't have it anymore because it started getting my dad into trouble. He started getting like tickets left and right, stuff like that. So then my dad started growing out of it because he started getting older. He actually had it like I want to say like maybe when I was born, maybe like in the 98, 99, 2000s.
So what were you doing before all this YouTube shit? Obviously I know, but for the people that don't know, what were you doing? So
like I mentioned earlier, my dad does tree service, and that's what he's just been doing his whole life. Honestly, he started off as a chalan. He started off as a helper with his brothers. But it's pretty funny, bro, because my mom's side of the family, which are my uncles, and my dad's side of the family, they all do the same business. Yeah, so I literally don't have one single uncle that does something else. all my uncles, which is I want to say like close to 20, they all cut trees. Shit. Yeah, they all cut trees.
You said 20 uncles?
Yeah, from both sides of the family though. I got like about 10 my mom's and like another 10 my dad. I have a big family, bro.
That's a big
ass family. No cap.
Imagine those parties, dog.
That'd be stupid lit.
Yeah.
Do they all like look up to you like, oh shit, like?
To be honest, I don't know. I don't really I'm not that. I don't keep in touch that. I'm not really close to my uncles. But I do have like some of them. Yeah, they prove it to me and they show me and they always tell me they support and stuff. Yeah, I got a couple that they're happy and stuff. And then sometimes they tell me like, hey, at least we're happy that someone from the family is doing it. You know?
Yeah.
They just tell me they're happy that I'm putting the last name out there. Yeah. Even though I don't really use it. And
you're still working?
I'm still working with my dad, but to be honest, it came to the point where I just work with my dad, not really for the money now or for anything, but just the fact because he's my dad. Just to help him because
that's right.
The way I like to look at it is my dad. He always helped me I completely ignored that freaking question about you said that what was I doing before YouTube? I got off topic a little bit. I went and started talking about my uncles and stuff. Nah, but what,
20 uncles?
What I try to say is that as a little kid, my dad always took me to work because my mom works with my dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we never really had a babysitter. So on Monday through Friday, they would just my parents would get ready for work. They would drop us off at school about whatever time we answer, 8 in the morning, and then they would just go straight to work. And then they would try to finish in time to pick us up, which is like about 3. But sometimes they would just tell us like, if we're not back in time to pick you up, just do us a favors and walk home. But the good thing is I have a sister. She's 2 years older than me, so I always like had her.
Yeah.
So we never really walked alone. I was just me and her. Yeah. So that's basically what happened. But when it came to Saturday and Sunday, obviously we don't have school. My parents would take us to work. Me, my mom, and then me and my sister. Yeah, but at the time when I was smaller, I would just go honestly just because like I said, the only reason my parents would take us is not really because they needed our help, because we were like 8, 6, 10. What could we do? But they took us because they didn't have like babysitters, you know. Yeah, but then we would just honestly, me and my sister would just go just like to play around and stuff. Yeah, sometimes the people would have like the clients, they would have like playgrounds and shit, and me and my sister would just be playing on the swings, and my parents would be out here working. But as I started growing older, and then I started like, oh shit, I have to help them out, and then I started working with them, like actually helping them out. And then ever since, like I finished school, and then I got a baby mama pregnant, so I was just forced to start working. So after school, after I graduated, I worked for my dad for another 2 years, but then we had a little argument, and then from there I started working at UPS, and I did that another 2 years, and then as soon as I quit, I started. That's when I like put attention to YouTube, and then that's when it blew up, and then now that's what I've been doing.
Wait, Yayo, how old were you when you started driving, dog?
Shit, honestly, I was like 17. All late. I learned all late.
I remember a lot of people in school. I don't know if they was capping, dog, but like, man, I already drive. You know, I was 8
Yeah,
years
a lot of
old,
people say that. Yeah.
Oh, like I don't know, dog.
Now I was 17. I started off with my parents. My parents had an Escalade, and they just literally just gave it to me just to fix up for my channel. So now it's mine. But I had it junior year. They let me. I started driving. And then from there, my parents kind of, since like I said, they were always working. So they just told me, like, as I started growing, they're like, oh, well, now you learn how to drive. You could just drive yourself to school and drive yourself back. But they would always just tell me, like, derechito a la escuela y te regresas porque la policía te va a dar un ticket.
Yeah.
And then, but since my parents weren't there, I used to pick up all the homies and drop them all off. And it's an Escalade, bro. It's an SUV, you know, so I could fit, what was it, like 7 people in that shit.
Damn, straight tacuache activities.
Yeah, so all my homies, like, they used to all get free rides and stuff, and I thought, there I was thinking I was cool. But then from there, my parents bought me, since I was at the continuation school, my parents, so, like, I was literally, like, in the failure of like, not graduating. And then my parents were like, you know what, we're going to make you a deal. If you graduate, because I come from, like, a smart family, I guess you could say. My 2 older sisters went to college, and they got degrees. And they went to, like, universities. Not just colleges, yeah. But then then there's me at the continuation school. So I was like, I'm gonna make you a deal. If you graduate, just graduate from high school. That's all I asked for. We'll buy you a truck. And then I was like, but that's when I was already like into the truck scene. I used to go to truck meets in that Escalade that I was just talking about. Yeah. But then from there I was like, oh hell yeah. So then me puse las pilas, and then my parents gave me that truck.
Did you ever get stopped with your homies in the truck?
No, I never got stopped. Luckily, if not, I would have gotten in trouble with my parents.
Or else he would have never had that truck, and then JerryTweek would have never happened, dog.
Yeah.
Exactly, though.
Yeah, bro. That's honestly that's how life works, you know.
Yeah.
So, but then now, like, since all the like pieces to the puzzle came together, like my parents, they feel all proud, like, oh hell yeah, we gave you that gift, and you were able to like kind of like flip it, I guess you can say, you know. So yeah, but that's why that's my first original truck, and I still have it to this day, and that's the only truck I would not get rid of. I know there's another OG that a lot of people know, and they when I sold that one, a lot of people thought that was my first truck, and they're like, how did that not hurt you? It did hurt me, but like that wasn't really my first truck. It was my first truck that took all my money, that got me laid. Nah, just kidding. But yeah, it was just that truck. Yeah, but the first one that I really have, I still have it. Yeah.
So what was I gonna say? How many times does JerryTweek get stopped? How many times have you been stopped by the police, dog?
Fuck, that's a good question. at least once a month.
Damn.
That sucks.
Damn.
You
Yeah.
still have your license, right?
Yeah.
How many trucks have you had? Like, cause you're young, you're 23. Like in your lifetime, how many trucks?
In my lifetime, I haven't really done the math. Right now, I own 7.
Damn.
Yeah,
You gotta do the math on that shit.
No. Right now, I have 7.
Shit.
But I've sold. I think I sold maybe like 5 of them.
Damn.
Yeah. So I guess that's a good like 12, 13 trucks. Yeah.
Which one's your favorite truck that you've ever had?
Yeah.
Damn, that's a hard one, bro. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, think about this one.
It's between the one that I sold.
Uh-huh.
Just because that's the one that everybody knew me like of. That's the one that kind of helped me grow on YouTube. And then, but what I see is it's special because it helped me out with. I use that money. I'm using that money. The money that I got from that check, I'm using that towards the house.
Mm-hmm.
So that's helping me. So I use it like it's special to me, or it was because it's not mine anymore. So it's either between that one, my blue truck, or my 2020. So the 2020, it's just because it's the año. I've never had something new. I've never thought I would own something new because I started with old trucks, you know. So I never thought that I would own something new like that. And then not only that, they're rare. They don't sell them here in the United States. So I feel like unique in it. And then the blue one because se quema. and then you know, honestly, that truck, bro, it's just so fun. It's that one vehicle that's fun.
Yeah.
Like it's fun to drive. It don't even have a stereo. It don't even have a stereo, bro. Like, and then it's still fun.
What was the most you spent on a truck?
The most I spent on the
Like
truck.
the whole total.
Yeah, like building it
Whole
and
total
everything.
on the truck.
Yeah.
I think the most money I dumped on the truck was that one. The one that we sold. Just honestly, it's around close to like 40K. But that's including the truck though. Like, I mean the truck was like, it was an older truck, 2008, but I got it for like 8,500, but completely stock. And then from there, just the wheels that I had were like 8,000. Yeah, 8,000.
So you got it from 8,000 to 40,000?
To 40.
Yeah, basically.
Damn, well, I don't know the math, dude, because I'm not really too smart like you, dog. So what is that, like 32?
13 what?
32,000?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
13 was like 13.
No, 32.
Yeah, this fool is done.
Yeah, but
Like, damn, this fool is doing.
So when you're flying through the streets and shit, and your mamalona and shit, what do you be bumping like?
what have you bumping?
And you got a good ass system, no? And all your trocas, you always gotta have a good ass system. So what do you bump?
To be honest, I bump a little bit of everything, bro. Like, my moods just change like that. Like, I'll leave my house, like, feeling like a narco and shit, you know? Like, hell yeah. I'll be leaving, like talking about matando gente and shit.
No.
But then when I end up at the location, I'll just be, like, simping and shit.
Yeah,
So I just switch a little bit of everything. But, like, I mess with everybody. I mess with Nivel Coisado, Tony Loya, Herencia de Patrones, Los del Puerto, everything. Just name it. But, I don't really have, like, I guess, like, one favorite. No, you know what? My favorite artist is Esteban Gabriel.
Yeah.
Nah, it just came to my head. Yeah,
You're cool with Esteban?
yeah, I'm cool with him. That's a fun fact. The way I came cool with him is because when I started doing YouTube, I used my intro as Hay Niveles, and that was
Yes,
his
sir.
song.
Oh.
Yeah, but at the time, Esteban was barely coming up as well. He was barely coming up. I remember having more subscribers than him on YouTube. But obviously now he blew up, you know. Right now he's getting there. But yeah, so since I started pumping that Hay Niveles, people would always like.
Ask you what it's called?
No, they would post my like a little preview of my video. You know how people like shout me out on my story. They would post my intro, and then they would tag Esteban Gabriel too because of the song.
Yeah.
So then from there, that's how he started. Like I feel like he started getting like a lot of like. Why do people always tag me with JerryTweek together?
Yeah.
So I feel like he came across one of the videos and then he saw it, and then from there he just followed me and we just been cool ever since.
What's the littest state you've been to?
The
like,
latest
like the latest truck show, like.
truck show. It's either it's honestly between Colorado and Texas, but I think Texas will take it. Not only that though, because I feel like Texas is a whole different vibe, bro. Like when I was out there in Texas, I think we were out there for like a week, but literally every day was like party. And I'm kind of like a party animal. So, and the thing about over there is like they got bars like on a Monday and a Tuesday and a Wednesday. Yeah, it's not just like over here where they open up on the weekends like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yeah.
Like I was out there on a freaking Monday and a Tuesday turning up and shit. You know, yeah.
There be a shitload of fights over in like them truck shows, huh? Because I don't know if you've seen that video of that dude that got a fucking bottle.
Oh yeah.
That must have
That shit was
Let me find out it was you
funny.
that threw this shit.
That shit got him. That shit
No,
got him
honestly,
right in the
yeah, I
dome.
think every truck show there has been at least one fight.
Uh,
Yeah, which sucks. You know, I honestly don't like fights because like I feel like we're all there for the same reason. You know, we're there because we love trucks. We're there because that's what we love to do. You know, and then it just sucks to see people fighting over the dumbest reasons.
have you ever been in a fight?
Yeah, I've been in a fight once, but I'm not honestly I'm not proud of it. Like, you know, later I made a video. I made a video like the next day, like just saying like not necessarily sorry because it wasn't really my fault, but just kind of just like I don't want to be known like that. I don't want to be known as a violent person, but I just felt like I had to kind of defend myself. Yeah, it was a little incident that happened that I was in the burnout pit with my boy Isma. He was, you know, I was having the time of my life, bro. It's funny because in the video where my boy's swinging it, I'm out there literally like hanging out the window, like laughing, throwing up, all these things, I'm out there swinging my legs out the window, and then next thing you know, we're done.
Your legs?
Yeah, like I had my leg out the window just swinging it. Yeah, and I'm over here making it like a boat, looking like yeah.
Rowing the boat.
So I'm just like having the time of my life, you know. And then as soon as we get out, I see like a big ass swarm of people, like literally they look like flies, like little ants running up to me. And then I'm just like, whoa! I was like, damn! Like, I looked at him. I was like, damn! You put on a show. I was like, all these. I thought they were coming to record, you know. I was like, damn! That's a lot of people. And then from there, all I hear is people like, oh my god, they hit your truck. And then but like a lot like people talking over there, they hit your truck. Like no way, dude, they messed it up. This and that. Like you could just imagine. And then I'm just like, what? And then I'm just looking at, I'm confused, like what? They hit my truck, but I didn't like I've never, my truck has never got hit. I never got in a car accident, and my truck was parked, so I was confused. Like, how do you hit my truck? And then from there, I told I think my cousin was there. He's like, hey, they crashed your truck. I was like, how? He's like, oh, somebody was doing a burnout next to it, and they hit it. But as soon as I heard that, I was just like I thought it was bad. Like I was like, they destroyed my truck. And a fun fact is that truck was already sold by that time. I just couldn't announce it because there was a certain day we were waiting for it to announce it, but that truck wasn't mine anymore. Yeah, so then I was like, damn. I was like, what if like the guy like wants to like descontar money and stuff because they crashed it and shit. And then from there, so I'm just like, so I get out the truck because the people didn't even want to let my boy through with the truck because there were so many people. So I just got off the truck and I ran over there, and I was expecting to see my truck like all wrecked. But no, it was just like a size like of a basketball, like just like pretend you kick a basketball into a truck, I guess, and you just leave like little, not little, cause it's pretty big, like you leave a dent like of a basketball on the truck. Yeah. And then but the guy was already there, and the first thing he told me is like, you know what, my boy, like I fuck with your videos, this and that, and then like to me that right there was just like, oh, you know, like I guess I gotta kind of let it slide, you know, because I'm not just gonna like punch the guy just because he crashed my truck, especially if he's like a supporter. But then from there, but I mean, I was upset, you know, who's not going to be upset? I was like, yeah, my boy, I was like, I appreciate it, you know, but I was like, but what were you doing? I was like, look over there, the burnout, look how big the burnout pit is, and what are you doing burning out over here? Like, you know, like this is a little street and the burnout pit's over there. He's just like, yeah, you know, but we all like accidents happen, blah, 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 you know, this and that. And then from there, my boy Isma finally parks his truck and he comes a little bit more like feisty. Yeah. He's just like, nah, what the fuck? How do you crash his truck? Like that's not right, bro. He's just like, look at the fucking burnout pit. If you want to burn out, go over there. Like, you know, like, that's not cool. And he's like, especially while you're burning out in front of our trucks. He's like, why not burn out like en otras palabras in front of somebody else's truck? Yeah. So my boy Isma took it kind of disrespectful. He took it like you're kind of disrespecting us. Like you came and you burned out in front of our tent, our booth where we're chilling, you know. But then the guys just like, they're just coming up with like excuses, I guess, or whatever. And then from there, I'm just like, you know what, bro? But he told me, he's like, you know what, don't worry about it, bro. Like, I'm gonna pay you. He's like, it's up to you. If you have somebody who can fix it, they can fix it, or I'll pay somebody and then I'll fix it. But he's like, don't worry about it. I'll fix it. I'll pay for everything. I was like, all right, that's cool. We walk away, but they still stuck around the truck. They're still checking it out. Me and Ismar are over there by our booth, and they're over here telling me like, nah, man. Like, they fucked up. They're not supposed to do that. This and that, you know. And then I'm just like, I'm just thinking about it, like, damn, you know. And then from there, they're like, nah, let's go talk to them again. Then we go over there and we talk to them again, like, man. And the same thing, literally the same. We said the same exact thing we said the first time, like, you're not supposed to be burning out here. Why did you burn out? This and that. So it's kind of not making sense. But one of their friends, I think what sparked is one of their friends told my boy Isma, they're like, They're like, you know what? I don't know, because I think Isma was just like, my boy, like, look at how big the burnout pit is. Why are you burning out at this small little street? He's just like, my boy, he's like, I don't even know why you're getting in on this conversation. If first of all, it's not even your truck that they hit. He's like, let Jerry talk. And then he's just like, not only that, but you're like the biggest cagapalo ever. Like you're not the one to talk. Like, you swear like you weren't just burning out in a small street like this at the last show, and they almost wanted to kick you out. And then my boy Isma was just like, oh, so we're snitching now? And then that's when the putazo started. And then from there, but like I said, I didn't want to fight. I had no reason to, like, I wasn't even fighting with anybody. But like, I guess like it kind of looked like when the cops are here and then the protesters are here, like right in front of each other's faces. They had the little line of homies. We had our little line of the homies, and then they just started swinging. They started swinging back, I guess. And then a couple of them fell. I don't even know how. They pulled each other's shirts. They socked each other. They fell, but they dropped my homie Isma. And then from there, like 3 people started ganging up on him. They, like 3 of them started hitting my boy Isma. And then what I didn't like is one of the guys ran up from because he fell like the opposite way where we could back him up. You get me? So their guy was giving himself our back. So if I wanted to hit their homie, I would have hit him from the back. And that's how Isma was. So what they did is one of the guys ran up from the back, and then they hit my boy. But he was on the floor, so they ran up and they kind of just popped him like right in the forehead. Yeah. And then when I saw that, it was just like, and not only that, but somebody else was already hitting him. So then that's what sparked it for me. I was just like, oh, that's messed up. Like when they were fighting one-on-one, I was just watching. I was there in the front just watching. But later when they popped him in the face, I was just like, oh, that's fucked up, especially because that's my boy, Yeah. So then from there, it's funny, there's a video, I jump over Isma. Yeah. Like, it's funny because I jump over Isma, and then from there, I get the guy off of him, and then I just start fighting. But we kind of like ended up kind of far away from where they were fighting. Because then from there, it turned like into a rumble. Yeah. But from there, I don't know what happened because I didn't see anymore because I was out here fighting myself. But nos alejamos a little bit. But then since they got me alone because all my homies stayed over here, they got me alone. And then into tres, they started fighting me. Yeah, there's a picture, bro, where it's just like I have like my fist up like this, and then it's just 3 of them right there, like with their fist up too, and I'm just looking at all 3 of them. Yeah, but it was yeah, and then from there, like I was just fighting them, but they got me once. They got me once good on the chin. Yeah, but it was a bigger guy. He was bigger than me. But
well, what was that event that happened that que no quemó?
Damn, that's the saddest day of my life. Nah, that event that no quemó is shout out to that company as well because that truck was already sold there too. Yeah. Because my truck was already like we had planned it out. I sold my truck like 2 months before like they actually announced it. So right there, same thing happened because that were only two weekends apart. Yeah, so first it was cuando no quemó, and then later when I dead ass went for redemption, and then that show where I got in a fight, I sí quemó because like I invested money in the truck. Like sí quemara. No, but what happened is I've never been into ¿cómo se dice? Like mods for the truck. To the engine. I've always been a show guy. I always tell my homies, I always tell everybody, I rather impress a girl. Honestly, I don't know how you guys say, I'd rather impress a girl like at a club, pull up to a club after or out the club and take her somewhere, than to impress a guy like at a race, Yeah. And then so honestly, that's how I always saw it. I always saw it like that. But I mean, everybody has their different thoughts, Yeah. So that's how I always saw it. So I would always just fix my chugs, making them look nice. So my engines were always stocked. But it came to a point where I literally did everything that I could to my truck, where it already looked nice, where I can't really do nothing else, so because it looks pretty cool. And then I was like, well, why not just start putting money into the engine, like just keep this thing going. And that's exactly what I did. But then I just installed some headers. I installed what else was it? Like some spark plugs, just intake and a tune. So then I felt like Mr. Fast Guy, just with little parts like that. And then what happened from there is I went the first day that I tuned it like 3 days before the show, but I thought like I didn't try it out or nothing. Like I've never really swung a truck like I told you, and especially that truck because it has airbags. Yeah. So it's bad to swing a truck on airbags. But yeah, so I basically felt like my truck, like I thought my truck se iba a quemar, or like I thought like my truck had bars just with those little upgrades, because other people say that they do that and then they start burning out. But like I said, I'm not even too familiar with many truck parts.
Yeah.
So then when that truck show came, no, when I tuned it on 17s so I could race. And then, but I didn't know that when you tune a truck, whatever wheels you tune it on, you're basically tuning it on those wheels. So then from there is I tuned it. It's funny because I tuned it on I was gonna be there in a music video for Nivel Codiciado, and then same thing. I llegué tarde for Nivel Codiciado video shoot, and I didn't end up coming on it either. Yeah, but I tuned it on those 17s. But to race, and then the truck show was that weekend. So se me hizo fácil. I was like, I went to the, I le puse los rines, those 28s, 28s too. Se los puse, and then I literally thought like los iba a quemar because I had a tune. But it doesn't work like that. If I wanted para que quemara on the 28s, I had to tune it on those 28s. Yeah, so that was my problem. I didn't know that. I went in the burnout pit thinking like I'm about to put on a show, you know. And trust me, I did put on a show. Not the show I wanted, but I put on a show. But yeah, so I just go in there, and then I just start trying to burn out, and it's not working. But I still didn't know, like it wasn't processing through my head like what's going on. And to be honest, I was hearing like Jerry, you know, because I've never been in a burnout pit ever in my life to that day. And then that's kind of what made it worse, you know. Yeah. But then that's what happened. I heard Jerry, and then slowly when it wasn't burning out, the Jerry just died out.
Yeah,
and
slowly everyone started getting more quiet.
Yeah. Then they were hiding behind the bush like that Simpson meme. Yeah, but then from there it wasn't burning out, so I was just confused, like what the hell is happening, you know. Yeah. But there I go. But I mean, but when you're in that truck, it feels like you can't really see what's happening. So I mean, there was still a little bit of smoke, but so I still thought it was still going, you know. But it really wasn't till the night I saw the videos. I was like, shit, I should have just gone out right away, you know. But that's what happened. No quiso quemar because of I messed up on throwing on those wheels. I feel like if I would have left those 17s, it would have sparked them up. Yeah. But the good thing is that at that show there's this company called TCR. They're located in Vegas. Yeah. They installed something called a torque converter that goes in your transmission. And that's what gives you the real balls that the truck needed. There, as soon as I came out the line, like the pit, a guy was there waiting outside. He's all like, my boy, he's all like, don't you ever embarrass yourself ever again like that. He's all like, hit me up, I got you. And then from there, he gave me a business card. Yeah. And he's all like, I know exactly what you need and to make this truck burn out. And then the next day, I hit him up. I was like, hey, my boy, there's a next show, and I want to come for redemption. Yeah. And then he's like, don't worry, I got you. And then that's when a new tuner that I got, ECT, he's like, don't worry. And the next day I took him the truck, and they just worked on it on the weekend. But the part came from, my boy was so determined, ECT was so determined to like help me out that he drove to Vegas for that part, and then he drove back, and then he installed it on my truck, and then it was ready by like Friday. But this time he's like, let's test it out because we don't want another mistake, you know? Mm-hmm. So we tested it out at an exhaust shop, and we lit them up like nothing. But I told everybody, like, please just don't post me, don't tag me, because I don't want it to get leaked until that show. Mm-hmm. And then that show is it's crazy. It's a big-ass difference. Yeah, but that show, I popped my tires completely.
It was ECT Performance? Yeah,
ECT Performance he's my builder to this day, yeah.
Where are they located?
They're located out there in Pomona, California.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, bro.
Nice.
That's basically where I live. It's about like an hour.
An hour, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but that's the guy to go to. Yeah.
All right, so just to wrap this up, I mean, what do you got planned for the future? Like, I mean, obviously you're still going up, almost at 300K. You're gonna burn out at 500K in front of the police station. So what do you got planned for the future?
Yeah, to be honest, I don't really know where I'm headed to. But what I got planned is I'm trying to like start hopping on that giveaway shit where like they're giving away the trucks. Mm-hmm. And I'm actually just gonna go ahead and start on one of them. Hopefully it should start this month, and then from there it's just I want to maybe try to expand it, maybe to like open up a shop.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Yeah,
that would be something dope you do.
Custom shop?
Just kind of like to we could work on trucks, kind of like a mechanic shop, something like that. Yeah, but honestly, I just live my day, my life just day by day. Like I don't really have anything planned. Like just a lo que venga, a torarle.
Yeah. Now that would be a good investment though, like. Cause like you said, you never know, like YouTube.
That's exactly why I think of that, because you know something goes wrong with YouTube, but I already hopefully if you open up like a shop, then
Yeah, you got your
you got your little
business.
business going on. You know, so I want to go with the business. Another way that I'm trying to do is I'm trying to help my dad expand his business to the point where he could like just be a boss and he could just like send people.
Yeah.
You know, so hopefully, but right now my main goal and my main priority is just get this whole house thing situated. I just want to get my family situated. We've been renting for like 15 years already, so I think it's time. Yeah, I think I actually have an appointment after this. I'm going straight over there with the
Oh,
realtor.
shit.
Damn.
Yeah, go
Damn.
sign some paperwork.
That's right.
Well, that pretty much concludes this interview, dog.
Yeah. Shout out
thanks
JerryTweek.
to my boy JerryTweek for
Yes,
pulling
sir.
up, dog.
First interview.
Yeah, that's my
First-
first interview.
First interview.
Yeah, so I'm a little bit
Platicuhh.
nervous. Yeah, but nah, that's why we have these modelos right here.
Capri Suns.
Capri Sun.
Capri Sun. Oh yeah, make sure you put a Capri Sun on.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure you don't need to shout out your Instagram or your
Yeah.
YouTube, but if you want, go ahead.
Yeah, well, if you guys like the interview, you guys don't know who I am. I guess just follow the Instagram JerryTweek and keep showing these guys some mad love. They deserve it. They're coming up. Let's support them.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, appreciate
yeah,
it.
appreciate
Make sure
that.
You guys like, comment, subscribe.
Yes, sir.
Let me know in the comments who we should interview next. And yeah,
We out.
this bitch.
Yes,
Thank you
sir.
for watching.
Sheesh.